1996 unanimous decision, and then hung in there with Paul Spadafora, who was the current IBF lightweight champion. And you know, we asked him about the step up in class and how Martinez has failed the 3 times he stepped up, and he says that he believes he can get to that next level. He feels that 140 pounds is the weight, though, that he has to fight out.
There's been 2 parts to this fight on both guys' side right now. Lau is effective when he punches at the right distance, Bob. He's a taller man, longer arms. When he gets his punches off at the proper time, the proper distance like there, he has a big edge. Not only effective scoring, but he keeps Martinez in a position where he's defensive, where Martinez has to reach to get in. Right now, when he's punching at the right distance, Lau is fine. It's when Martinez is able to get close and catch Lau stepping straight back. Lau has shown a bad habit of pulling straight back from in close. Obviously takes his height away. He's not set to punch when he goes back. Martinez can walk right in, and when you go straight back, you're in the path of the punch.
Well, the first half of this 3rd round, Lau is doing the slick boxing from the outside, and he's controlling this round.
Martinez does a lot better when he uses that jab with the taller man. It doesn't allow Lau to pot shot him and to be so confident on the outside like he is now. That time Lau came in a little too close. Martinez was able to counter with some short shots. He's an experienced guy, Martinez. Technically pretty solid. Just doesn't have a lot of pop in his guns. Not a puncher. Of course, Lau has not shown any real power either. A lot of times he doesn't sit down on his punches.
Right now, Martinez having a hard time getting to Lau, as Lau has controlled the outside here in round number 3.
Again, Martinez is feeling that disadvantage of being shorter, but he's making it worse for himself, Bob, by not using his jab. Shorter guys can take a lesson. There's that jab again. There's no reason why he can't be effective with it. That time he got counted as he jabbed with the right hand of Lau. He didn't double the jab up quick enough. He left the second one out there too slow, too long.
Slowest pace we've had of the first 3 rounds between Hicklet Lau in the gold and Rocky Martinez in the maroon. Round number 5 underway in this 10-round junior welterweight bout between Rocky Martinez and Hicklet Lau here on Friday Night Fights. Last 2 rounds, Lau has used his height and his reach to control the action, but Martinez trying to close the distance as we start round 5.
Well, that's what he needs to start doing right now. And again, there's that jab. That time he did use it. He needs to use that jab to nullify the taller man's height and the taller man's jab. Use your own jab. Slip a little bit, Bob, and use that jab.
Mentioned that Hicklet Lau came from Cuba with his parents at the age of 4. Obviously, all the controversy with little Elian Gonzalez. We asked Lau if Gonzalez should be returned home to Cuba or remain in the United States.
I think they should let him stay here and have the same opportunities that I had coming young to this country, and sending him back over there would be to just shut down the doors for him, because there's really no hope for him over there. Not at the moment. I think he should be allowed to stay in the United States and enjoy his freedom and have all the opportunities that can be given to him.
That's the thoughts of Hicklet Lau. He feels that little Elian Gonzalez should stay. The difference, though, Lau did come to the United States with his parents. Gonzalez's mother perished trying to get to the shores of the U.S., and his father and grandparents remain in Cuba. Very tough decision, and unfortunately it's become a political battle.
Again, Martinez is not using that jab. I know that's not the thing you think about when you see a shorter guy. You say, hey, he's got to get inside. But how do you get inside without paying the price? Martinez should be using that jab. Now he gets inside, he looks at the referee. He's the one who put his hands where he could be grabbed. It's his job, not Lau's, to make sure his hands are free. It's Lau's job to tie him up if he thinks he has to, or he's at a disadvantage.
And he has a 39-37 Lau. I agree, winning the last 3 rounds. Martinez trying to bring this fight to the inside.
He needs to stay there, not get tied up here.
Chicago fans rooting on Chicago's Rocky Martinez.
What Martinez needs to do here a little bit is go to the body. Then work his way up. And there's a lot of body with the taller Lau.
Lau's done a decent job, though, Teddy, here off the ropes.
Yeah, because he's slipping. He's sliding pretty good. That's why Martinez should switch to that body and not keep missing to the head. Man's moving his head. What's in front of you? The body. And, of course, Martinez keeps going to the head and missing. And allowing Lau to do what he wants. Picking spots like he just did there.
Hicklet Lau doing a very good job fighting off the ropes. We're at Alumni Hall in Chicago, Illinois, home of DePaul. Bob Papa along with Teddy Atlas. Of course, the Blue Demons now play their basketball games at the Rosemont Horizon. This was their longtime home. It will face the Wrecking Ball in April. And right now, Hicklet Lau and Rocky Martinez underway. 10th and final round. Friday Night Fights on ESPN2, presented by Miller High Life. No knockdowns in the fight. Lau has controlled it from the outside. And Teddy, when you take a look at this fight, Martinez has only landed double-digit punches in 2 of the 9 rounds, whereas Lau has done it 7 out of 9 rounds.
And that's why, at least in my estimation, I believe yours too, Martinez needs one of 2 things, either a knockout or a hometown decision, because he is from Chicago.
I agree. Martinez has never had a knockout past the 8th round. Not a huge puncher.
No, it's going to be pretty hard. As we said, Lau has shown a good chin with the opposition that he's been in there with and that he's lost to. Martinez is not a banger. So Martinez has himself in a tough position right now, which he's put himself in, along with the help of Mr. Lau.
The left hand jab then from Martinez.
Even when you're not a big banger, you can hurt a guy if you time him just right with a punch as he's throwing. Then you have a chance because the man who gets hit doesn't see the punch. That's what Martinez needs to do now. So he has to get close enough to kind of force Lau to punch and then beat him to it with something. That's his only chance right now, I think, anyway. Because he's not a big banger. He has to time him perfect. Martinez, that is. And he needs some trickery. Maybe start one hand, throw the other hand. This is where you got to look for something like that, Bob, when you're behind.
Well, he's got 55 seconds to try to end it.
At a spot like this, I would say, like, start a left hook and then throw the right hand instead. Like the great Rocky Marciano, the only undefeated heavyweight champ of all time, did when he had to pull it out of the fire with Jersey Joe Walcott in his first heavyweight title try in the 13th round. People think he just landed that great right hand that you see on all the bars walls when it contorted the face of Jersey Joe Walcott. But he started a left hook and then he threw the right hand. Martinez needs some trickery or magic like that.
Lau ties him up. Martinez now trying to fight out of it. Probably should have tried to do that earlier in the fight. Right hand to the ear by Martinez.
Those were 2 clean punches. He just missed that right hand, Martinez. Could be a little too late.
Lau's got about 3 seconds to survive and probably get a decision. Well, there's the bell to end it. Excellent performance by Hicklet Lau. Spotty effort by Rocky Martinez. We have Lau in front, but let's find out if there's a little home cooking when we return to Chicago, Illinois after this timeout on Friday Night Fights. One more. Threw almost 200 more punches in the fight. I agree, but now we need the judges' scorecards, and we send it up to our ring announcer, Kenneth Fletcher.
Boxing fan, 595. This bout is a split draw.
That's a draw, Teddy, and we surmised at the start of round 10 we were in Chicago, and this is Martinez's hometown, and it gets back to the point that we see every week when we go to these different cities. The hometown guy getting these ridiculous edges. I mean,